what we're going to do, we are going to start on a project now, basically involving, well, we're going to complete a picture. Okay, think about it that way. Now this is kind of a bad example, maybe not necessarily the one that you want, but what you're going to be doing is you're going to work around a magazine clipping. Okay? You're going to walk over to our little cupboard there. You're going to pull out a magazine of your choice. I have two little National Geographics here. They're my favorite periodical. So once you're done reading all the fascinating articles in them, try your best to hold to just looking at the pictures. I know it's going to be difficult. But what you're going to do is you're going to find a picture of an animal. In this particular case, I've already found a couple here. I have one of a bear, very fashionable this time of year. I also have one of a cockroach. I think we'll use the bear right now. Thank you. Yes. So what we're going to end up doing is we're going to find a way of basically completing a picture. Okay? Now, by completing this picture, we're going to use what's given to us in the photograph. We're also going to use our imaginations as well. So if you take your photo of your bear, okay? And maybe I don't want that bear to have a head, so this is going to be the hardest part, by the way. I know. It's going to be the most difficult part of the entire class, the entire project, really. It's going to be about a week-long project. It's going to be due this Friday, but this is the hardest. You ready? Brace yourself. Oh, I know. All right, so now I have half of a bear, his head, and half of a bear, his not head. So what we're going to do is put it together. So I have one here I've already kind of whipped up. This is a picture of a beetle. Take your picture, and you're going to want to put it somewhere on this white board that we have up front here. You can either use a glue stick, which I prefer, reminds me of being in 5th grade, or you can also use rubber cement. If you haven't used rubber cement yet, that's okay. All you need to do, and remember, do not use a lot of it. This stuff gets sloppy. What you're going to want to do is put a little bit on one side, and then you put a little bit on the white paper side. Okay? When you're done with that, you kind of let it get a little tacky, let it dry up a little bit, and then again, you just stick it right to it, and it should stick fine. Okay, so you get the idea so far. You're going to complete the picture that you have of your animal. Again, in this case, I have a little beetle, so I'm going to use some of my colored pencils. Okay, and you want to match the color as best you can. So this beetle has got a little bit of orange in it, maybe a little bit of brown. Ooh, let's mix and match. Yeah, mix and match. Super cool. Let's use a little green, emerald. Emerald. I don't know. Sometimes if you sing, it helps you work. I don't know. So anyway, so keep going. Okay, you want the colors to match the photograph as closely as you can get them. Okay. When you're done, make sure the little bit that it's surrounding. Okay, so like this bug right here, he's got some green. He's sitting on a leaf. We know that it's a leaf, so keep the leaf going. You want it to keep on going. You want to make sure that this picture basically blends into your drawing. Okay, your clip should blend in because whenever we're done with this project, we're actually going to hang them up on the front board. We're going to do a critique as a class. I'm going to talk to you more about how to do a proper critique in a little bit. We're going to do a critique as a class so that whenever you're standing about here and you turn around and you look at that project, you then are able to go through and you shouldn't be able to tell where the actual picture is. So what you're going to want to do then is keep going. But where your picture ends, the key to this is where your picture ends, you're going to want to use your imagination. Now this bug in all of actuality is probably sitting in the Amazon somewhere really boring. But maybe there's a giant bug coming up behind him about to eat him. No, maybe not. I don't know. Maybe, hang on. Maybe this bug is actually near a nuclear silo. Oh dear. Oh man, nuclear silo. It's about to erupt. There's a nuclear explosion in the background. Oh, remember your lives. Oh no. Right? Maybe there's a guy running. I'm going to draw really, super quick, but yours is going to be much more detailed than this. He's running. He's like, oh no. Why is there a beetle in front of me? There's a nuclear explosion. Somebody tell him. Oh. Okay, you get the idea. So now all of a sudden I have a nuclear explosion on my beetle. Okay? Not really super well done. Yours is going to be much better. Use a lot of detail. You have an entire week to work on this project. Make sure that it's good. Remember my grading policy. Remember it at all times because it'll be the same for all projects. You want to turn in your project by Friday. There is no late work. I don't give late grades, okay? So, it is due Friday. Actually, technically it's due Thursday. Friday, whenever you come in, we're going to do a critique, okay? So really, in factuality, you have 4 days. You don't need all 4 days. You're probably only going to need about 2. Be a little leisurely with it. Use a lot of detail. I will come around and make sure that that photo blends in. If you can somehow mystify my mind and blend in your picture so seamlessly that I am not able to tell where your photograph ends and your drawing begins, I'll just give you an A. Flat out. Okay? Flat out, you get an A. So, any questions? No? Nothing? Okay. Alright. Then that's it. Go to work, like I say, get your pencils, get your markers, no markers. Get your pencils, get your glue, and lay it out however you want to. I'm going to come around and check out your projects, so if you need any help, let me know.